Hi everyone, Lewis here. Quick backstory to this review. It's actually about 24 hours after I've seen the film, which is rare, and it is really hot in England where I am, and I didn't record the review straight after because it was just too hot, and I planned on doing it this morning but I had to go to work, and then it's still really hot, so I'm just going to do it. I'm going to get it done, and I'm sweating because I've had to close the door and the windows because of noise. I've had to turn the fan off because of noise as well, but I'm sacrificing my comfort for my loyal viewing audience and listening audience, and I really want to talk about the film, so here we are. So hello, it is hot. I want to talk about Jordan Peele's Nope, which came out in cinemas in the UK yesterday, and it came in America a little while ago, which is unusual these days. Normally it's like pretty much the same day the big films get released over here. So I was really carefully avoiding spoilers and stuff, and no spoilers in this review as well. I'm getting quite good at talking about these things without context, so I'm gonna do that. As usual though, I think if you think this film appeals to you, go and see it without any spoilers. Go and watch it, then come back and listen to this. I think if you think you'll like this film, you probably will like this film. If you like his previous work, I wouldn't say it's similar, but you kind of know what you're getting. You kind of know what approach you're going to get. So I was looking forward to this. The trailers are really interesting, and I was trying not to watch any of the trailers other than like the first one. But sometimes when I'm at the cinema, it can't be avoided because I didn't want any context. Because I know with his films, it's not always quite about what it appears to be sometimes, and there's always a lot of subtext going on, which is always interesting to kind of pick out afterwards, and this is very much the same. And in the 24 hours since I've seen the film, I should say I saw it in IMAX, by the way, and if you're going to see it in IMAX if you can, because I really think it added to it, but I'll get to that. I'm sweating so much, just because I'm excited. I'm kind of glad that I waited a bit after watching the film to review it, because it's given me a lot of time to think about it, and I've thought about it a lot in the past 24 hours. I've really been kind of mulling it over. When I first started watching it, probably the first 15 minutes or whatever, I was kind of going, I don't know if I'm going to like this. It didn't quite click with me as early as I thought it would. Like, I found it interesting, but I was just kind of like, I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. Maybe I won't like this. But by the end of it, by the time it came full circle, I really liked it. I'm most likely going to see it again in IMAX again next week. There's a morning screening, and I think I might go to that because I don't think it'll be busy. But yeah, like I say, if you think you'll like this, you probably will. I think a lot of people won't like it. It's not like too weird. I wouldn't say it's one of those films where you kind of go, that didn't make any sense. I think it's just as you'd expect, slightly off the norm, to where a lot of people might kind of go, oh, that film was nonsense or whatever. It's not, but I can see why people would kind of think that. So yeah, as I say, the more I've thought about it, the more I like it, and I really think I'm going to like it even more when I see it again. It's rare that I see a film and I go, I want to see that again immediately. I did it with Elvis as well. I wanted to go and see it again on a big screen, and I think this really benefits from it, because Jordan Peele even said about he was going for spectacle in this film, and it really has achieved that. Like, again, no context, but towards the end of it, it was pretty visually breathtaking. There were things I just didn't expect to see. And like I said, I didn't know, I kind of knew what the subtext was because I'd seen kind of like a few tweets about it and stuff like that, but I kind of avoided that. And even without the kind of subtext underneath, I still think it's quite a good sort of sci-fi horror film as well. And I didn't know what kind of what was really going on in it other than what the trailers tell you. So that was good that I avoided that. And I think if you can avoid that, that really helps. And I didn't predict it. I'm not very good at predicting these kind of things. I just like to go along for the ride. And I found that really satisfying what the film actually is. God, sweating so much. I will say there's a couple of scenes that really made me feel different things. Emotionally, there's some good stuff in there. And there was one scene early on that I knew wasn't going to be what it appears to be. And it kind of, the film tells you that, but there is enough of a question to it where you kind of go, oh, this is really unsettling and really creepy. And I just found it really like, ooh, I was literally just thinking about it just now. Like, it made me go, ooh, like when I thought about it, because I was alone in the dark. And so, I genuinely found it quite creepy and a little bit scary in places. It made me jump properly at one point, which is hard to do. Like, I don't like outwardly jump, but my body reacted and my heart rate went up, and I was like, I'm pretty good at spotting these things, and it caught me out. And it wasn't like a cheap jump scare; it was genuinely warranted as well. And there's one scene in particular, probably a couple actually, but one in particular comes to mind that made me feel really unsettled. Like, it made me feel really kind of like, oh god, like, you know, I've seen some stuff, I've seen some horrible films, and it takes a lot to rattle me, and this kind of did. Like, it kind of did a thing that, you know, you've seen in movies before, but in a way I hadn't seen done before. See what I mean? I'm good at not giving context. But I kind of went, yeah, that might be a thing, and like, even thinking about it now makes me kind of go, oof, that's a bit, yeah, icky. But yeah, but the other pluses, I really like the cast. Daniel Kaluuya, I really like. He plays it very low key. He's very good at that. Keke Palmer, I really like. I haven't seen her in anything before, but I know who she is from just who she is from appearances and stuff like that. And she's really good, very charismatic, and they're very believable as like a brother and sister duo. And yeah, supporting cast, Michael Wincott, and yeah, I just really liked it. The more I think about it, the more I like it as well, and I think it's going to be possibly one of my favourites of the year. Like I said, I don't think it'll be for everyone. Excuse me, when I looked at the Rotten Tomatoes, it was around sort of 80%, which is kind of what I thought. I think there's a few people, there might be a few logic gaps in it, there's a few bits in it that I don't quite get how they fit into it, but I think that's kind of it's fun to speculate on these things and to have fan theories and stuff like that. They might be nothing, they might be right, who knows. As I watch it again, I might figure these things out, you know, but it's fun to have that. I think it adds to the mystery of it quite well. Yeah, so overall I really liked it. I think, like I say, some people might not. I don't think it'll be for everyone, but for me it was really good. It's my favourite of his films, definitely. I really like Get Out, and I wasn't that big a fan of Us, although I've never seen it since I watched it. Actually, both films I haven't seen since the cinema, so but yeah, I really like what he does. I really like that he creates these unique things, Jordan Peele, and just that it's all his own kind of, you know, written, directed, and original creation and stuff like that. I like that he's just doing something a bit different, like, even if it doesn't work for everyone all the time, which, you know, nothing great, you know, does work for everyone, really. I really appreciate what he's doing. So yeah, like I say, overall I really liked it. If you think you'll like it, you probably will. Definitely see it in IMAX if you can, or as big a screen as you possibly can. And yeah, that's my review of Jordan Peele's Nope. Thanks.